Messaging for administrators. This video focuses on how to send messages, which can be an email, it could be a text message, it could be a message right within the eSchedule software. Generally, messaging is only available to administrators. However, we do have some companies that have given access to others to use the messaging tool. So again, this is primarily for administrators, but if you do happen to have access, depending on your company's setup, you would also benefit from this video. Now, the messaging platform within eSchedule has a number of different options. The first would be, I'm going to jump down here, would be to send an email out, and this actually uses the email address that's on file within the employee's profile. So assuming that your employee has an accurate email and it's up to date, then you can check this box and it's going to send the email to whoever or whichever address is in the profile. You can also do text messages. Once again, the text message does need to be appropriately filled out within the profile for that to work. And there's a little bit more detail in the administration videos about that. If you still use pagers, you can use that option as well. And then I did want to cover the eSchedule message here. So this, if you hit the message icon here, is actually going to allow you to send a message right within the software. Now, this is an example. What happens when your employee logs in, they're going to see right on the login screen after they've entered their username and password that they have a message or messages waiting in the mailbox. So they're going to see that every time they log into the software. The cool part is you can actually have your employees check this box here where it says, I have read this message in its entirety. When they check this box and hit confirm, you as the person who sent the message can get a date and the timestamp of when that was read. So that's a very powerful tool in terms of sort of tracking if an employee or a member received a message, when it was read, and the date and the timestamp of that. So once again, that's the message feature that you see here as the last option under Send Using. I'm actually going to jump over to our demo site and I'll show you a little bit more about messaging. If I want to send a message to certain people, I can do that just by freeform typing the names of the people in here. I also have the option of clicking this icon that says Select Members and Groups, and I can choose people as well that I might want to message. I can also message different groups of people by hitting the Groups Only icon here. I'll go ahead and save those folks. So if I wanted to send a message to these people, I could do that. I'm going to go ahead and delete this just to show you another way. Now let's say I have some open shifts this weekend and I want to send a message out to all of my full-time employees. I also want to send a message to all of my part-time employees. I can send it to these groups just by typing in those group names there. In this example, I want to send an email and I want to send a text message out. This here is my email subject, so open shifts this weekend, that'll be the email. This down here is the body of my email message, and that is what we call HTML friendly. So if you want to come in here and do some fun formatting, you're welcome to do that. This is the rest of the message that I'm going to send out. But you'll notice I have a shorter text message. Now this is should be limited to 160 characters or so, and that's just due to different carrier restrictions in terms of how they handle text messaging. So you'll see here I've put a shorter message in, prompting my employees to check their email. I can also send attachments out as well, so I can do multiple attachments. For email, I could hit this button, select those files, and then that would go out with the email as well. Go ahead and hit preview. It's going to give me a final prompt, just making sure that all this looks good, and then you can go ahead and hit send, and that will send out the message that you've entered here. If you have any questions on messaging or need some more information, please do reach out to our support team. Thanks again for watching.